Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick look at how you would integrate Google Files and work with those directly inside of Canvas, both as the teacher and as the student. We're going to work through this really quickly, and it's a very simple process that makes the whole experience streamlined for you and for your student. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and click on Account, and I'm going to go over to Settings, and I want to make sure that Google Drive is one of the registered services of my account. If you've already done this, it's going to show up in registered services. If you haven't, it's going to show up over here in this other services column, and then just click it and follow the prompts, and you're going to sign in with your school email address so that you have access to all of your school files. Once you're done with that, you're able to go back over to your classes. And we're going to work in this Canvas Topics class that I just enrolled all of you in, and we're going to create a module called Integrating Third-Party Services. So on this, I want to have a section that's all about integrating Google products inside of Canvas and working with those in a very streamlined fashion. So I'm going to go ahead and click on creating an assignment. So we're going to call this do vocabulary activity. We're going to indent this. We're going to move this up here. And I didn't spell that quite right, so I'm going to just edit the name of that real quick. Pop this open, and I'm going to go ahead, jump into edit mode, and the very first thing I want to do is I want to leave some instructions for my students. Hi guys, hope everybody's doing well today. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and work on a worksheet that is all about vocabulary for the unit that we've just created, or just completed, sorry. And to do this, you're going to click on the assignment, you're going to select File, Make a Copy, and once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and make any edits on the file that you need to. Make sure as you make the copy that you rename it so it has your file name in the file, and then turn it in. Thank you. So we left a couple of instructions there for our students, and that will think and process there real quick. Maybe I want to go ahead and put in some typed instructions there as well. So I've got my instructions in here. Now I want to go ahead and just embed the file real quick. So I'm going to click on this little caret option right here. It says More External Tools, and I'm going to choose Google Apps. And since we've already authorized this to work with our account, we're going to see all of the files that we've done for So all of the files that we've created for school are going to be available to you here. So I'm going to click on Vocabulary Worksheet. I'm going to click Embed. And it's going to flash real quick, and then it's going to show that actual file. And I'm using a file here that Amberlyn Strasberg's created for her students, and she's done such a great job with that. I wanted to go ahead and just use that as an example here. So finishing this out, I'm going to go ahead and put some details in on the submission. I want to make sure that that's changed online. I'm just going to go ahead and click all of these. Obviously we don't need all of them, but kind of like just clicking them all. So I'm going to hit Save and Publish. So here we go. We've got this. This is what it looks like from you as the teacher. So you're going to see the thumbnail. You're going to see the actual instructions. The student will be able to click on this, see the video, read the instructions as well. They'll be able to see this worksheet here. So from the teacher side, we're finished setting this up. Pretty simple, right? So we're going to jump over and we're going to look at what this would be like in terms of a student's accessing it. So I'm going to jump out of my account and I'm going to jump into the test student account. And the very first thing I want to do is come over here to settings, and I want to authorize Google Drive access. You can see what that looks like. So then it's going to show up in the registered services section right over here. So students will be able to do that at the very beginning of the school year very easily. So I'm going to jump back down here, and you can see that I've got this assignment showing up in my to-do list. So I'm going to come down over here. I'm going to select on the actual assignment. So the student will be able to watch, they'll be able to actually watch the video instructions here, so they can know exactly what they need to do on the assignment. They can read the instructions, and then they'll see the worksheet here. So since we've already authorized Google Drive access, they're going to see that it pops up right here. So what the student's going to do, so looking at this in terms of a student's perspective, I just click File, make a copy. No need to share anything. Notice I haven't done anything with sharing. So the file is going to go ahead and open up in Google Drive, in Docs version of Google Drive, so I can start working with this, and I can come in and start typing, and so once I've got this all done, we notice Google saves everything automatically as we go. So over here on the student perspective, or back on the student side of this, I want to submit my worksheet that I just did. So I click Submit Assignment, and I come over here to Google Doc. And I find the file that I just created. We'll hit Submit Assignment. It's going to think for just a few moments, and you can tell that it's been submitted. So submission details, it was submitted at 3:33 p.m. on July 30th. So from the student side, everything's done. So now, what does it look like back on the teacher side? So I'm going to click Log Out. I'm going to come back over to my actual account. And over in my to-do list now, there's Grade, Do Vocabulary Activity. It's going to open up in SpeedGrader. It's from the assignment for test student, and voila, it's right there. So I can give it a grade. I can leave all sorts of feedback. I see the feedback that was left to the student, and everything works out extremely simple. You can see that the process is very streamlined and allows you to integrate Google files inside of Canvas very, very easily. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know, and I look forward to seeing all of your really interesting integrations.